Well, today is Wednesday, July 24, 2024. And I'm going to continue working on this fence. Today I'm going to drive in the post. I'm going to relocate them, reposition them into better spacing. And drive them back in, but I won't drive them down as deep as they were before. And I'll see how that goes. And then I can put the wires on. Yeah, this is what it looks like from the outside of the fence. So it looks in portrait. Well, here's this view from this side, from the bridge. I gotta straighten these two corners. I gotta redo these posts here. Okay. That's lined up. I don't think I'm at the edge of the bridge. I don't think I can get one from this side, but I'll try. I'm gonna try something else too. Try it in landscape, see if that is any good. Sometimes landscape works, and sometimes portrait is good. Whichever looks better. Oh, okay, keep it straight. Okay, let's get to work. Well, it's 11:30 a.m. and me and my shadow are ready to start working on the fence. Alright, let's get started. Well, at least I got that post straightened up a little bit. Actually, there's two posts there. And I couldn't pull them out because they were surrounded by rocks, so I decided to just leave them there and straighten them up, which I did. And I got one of them tied to that, whatever that thing is there. It's a dummy wire. It's just to hold that this way, and I'm going to tie another one up higher just to keep some tension on it. And some wires going off. It's a rusty wire. I'm going to use it. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to use it. It's stretched over there, wrapped around all that stuff, so I got to get all that debris. I could get all that debris freed up. Get it off there, and so I can get the wires out. Then use them. I'm going to use the rusty wire on the bottom. I'm going to use it to tie around that tree to hold the fence that way for the next flood. Okay, let's get this done, because I can't pull them wires out because of the debris there. So let me clean that up first. Getting there. The top wire on this fence. Was it the top wire? Yeah, it must have been the top wire. Yeah, the top wire. You got, and it was up high. I guess that post got dragged down. Anyway, it got dragged out, and there's that other post that I was missing. It was tangled up in all that stuff over there. Yeah, I was in the middle of it, but I had to come over and cool off in the shade. Oh, yeah, that's where that top wire went. There's a T-post that has a white jug on it too. And all this fence here, bottom wire here, a rusty one. Not this one here coming down this way, but the rusty one that goes off with the bottom of that, where that black insulator goes across. That's all that. I got that untangled. I'm going to burn that right there. When I get done, I'll get that all burned up. And the wind's blowing at me right in this direction, so the wind will come toward me, which is out of my way. Okay. Should go get a drink, but I want to finish that getting that stuff off first before I walk all the way back to the truck. There's a T-post in there, starting right there, and with the white jug tied on top. And the wire's attached to. I gotta get that flood debris off of it first. I gotta rest in the shade. You know, did I mention that it was already 85 degrees at 11 a.m. before I even came out here? Yeah, it's hot. Getting close to noon now, so it's probably even hotter. I'm sure it's going to be around 90 again today. Maybe even hotter than 90, but at least 90. Alright, once I get that debris taken off, I'll go to the truck and cool off in the air-conditioned truck and get a drink too. That's where I stand in the shade as much as I can. I'm going to rake that all up and throw it on a pile there and burn it. There's a T-post that I dug out of that stuff, and that T-post came from somewhere over here. I think right in this area somewhere. That's my guess. And I'll put it back there when I'm ready to put the fence up. Okay, let's get back to work. I'm going to use the shade whenever I can, as long as I can. But I got to go back to the truck and get a drink first before I rake that up and to cool off. I've only been out here, I'd say about an hour, and my shirt's already soaked with sweat. Here's that bent T-post right there. That was over there by that yellow pole, not just standing up one, the one that's leaning. Yeah, it was over in that area somewhere. And I couldn't bend it in the hole, so I'm going to bring it here and see if I can bend it. Straighten it up a little bit. Here's one way to straighten up a bent T-post, I hope. Oh, that worked. Okay, good. I didn't have to take it home then. Well, I started out working on this side, which I will continue to do. Before I can do that, I'm tired of looking at that crooked post, and I want to straighten it up. So I'm going to dig a hole down on this side so I can make it straight again. Yeah, it just don't look right the way it is. Yeah, at least it'll look, making me feel better if I get it straight. Okay. Yeah, it bent over pretty far. I had it anchored, but it even pulled the anchor. I need to have a stronger anchor. I don't know how, but I'll think about it. Something down there by the concrete would work. Anyway, lucky me, I got cloud giving me some shade up there, at least for a little while. Enjoy it when I can. Yeah, all I gotta do is dig it out and pull it over. There's no tension on it from anything. See what I can do with this hole. I got it pretty deep. I don't know if I'm to the bottom of the post, but we'll see. I'll try to pull it now. Well, I got it pulled back. It did have tension on it. That barbed wire going that way, and the one going this way. Yeah, so I had to temporarily. I have to use this wire tied to a tree. Pull a wire stretches across the pasture road. That's just temporary until I get the post braced with some. I think I'm gonna put some rocks in the hole for strength. Found some riprap on the other side that weren't tied down or secured. So I'm going to, I got 4 rocks right here, 4 stones, and each one's progressively bigger. And so I'm going to try to wedge them in there, wedge them down in that hole. Let's see what happens. Had to add 2 more rocks on the outside here. Breaks it up. Now I'm going to cover it all the way up with dirt. The dirt should seal everything together. That should be a little stronger than it was before. I still have to put that brace back in somehow. The tension brace. We'll see. Well, it's a little cooler now. Yeah, I'm in the shade, but that air's in the sun, but the sun's coming back. I'm under a cloud right now. But that's in the sun over there, so sooner or later that sun's going to hit me. But while I'm in the shadow of a cloud, oh, I can't hold my camera still. I'm all shaky. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm cooler, and I just got done taking a 5-minute air conditioning break in my truck. I feel a little better. Still sweating though. And I was supposed to be working on this fence, which I did. I did work some on this fence, but I also straightened up that post over there on this side, and that also tightened up this barbed wire, which is good. And the top smooth wire, I got most of it, I think, but I think I'm missing the bottom wire, so I may have to replace that. And the bottom barbed wire stretched out into that pasture. I got to drag it back, but not now. I was supposed to be working on this fence, but I got sidetracked down there by the bridge. Anyway, I got a new spacing for all the posts, and it includes those tall posts, because before I just added those tall posts in between the ones that were already there. So this time they're going to be included in the spacing. That should work out a little bit better. And now I've got the sun again, so I had my rest, so let's keep going. Oh, the bottom wire here was rusty, so I rolled it up. But while I was rolling it up, I guess it got tangled in this other wire. Second to the, I guess you could say the middle smooth wire, and it drug it up, so I'm gonna have to stretch it out too. But I think I'll leave it here for now. It's out of my way. And I'll just replace that rusty wire with a new one. Well, it's 3 p.m. already, and the sun's back out again. But I just got done with my 3 o'clock truck air conditioner break. Okay, I got all the posts spaced out and started. I didn't drive them in yet. I just got them started. And I got the tall T-post every 4 short T-post. So that works out pretty good. And toward the end it's every 2. But it's going downhill, that's why. Okay, let me look at another angle. Oh, yeah, this is from the back side, or should I say the outside. And them tall T-posts, I'll have to back the truck up to get them, as I can't reach that high. Okay, and after I put all the T-posts into my new spacing, I had 2 short T-posts left over, because now the tall T-posts are in with the spacing too. So that's why I had 2 left over. All right, let's drive them in. Yeah. I don't know if this is the hard part or the easy part. I'm gonna try to use the post driver, but I don't want to take the insulators off, so I'm going to use it upside down, see if that works. I think that's the Swan's ice cream truck. Dad used to buy stuff from that when we were kids. Drive by. Okay, anyway, cattle. Some of the cattle came up. He's going up the hill. Some of the cattle came up to get salt. And I'm not concerned about them right now. They got grass to eat. My concern is with driving these short T-posts in first. I'll start here, work my way down. Okay, I had to change the plans. I couldn't drive it in. I can't use the post driver upside down. That doesn't work good. Not stable. So I wound up taking all the insulators off. And I'm going to do it the way it's supposed to be done. The right way. Alright, catch you later. Yeah, I had to take the insulators off anyway. It'll work better that way. I want to get a view from the bridge. A fence without the insulators. That's before I drive them in too. A little different angle. Yeah, at least I got them pretty straight. Yeah, I got them pretty. The way I did that, I stretched the wire. I stretched the wire and followed the wire. Right around 5:15 p.m. and I'm gonna end it today because I finished this side. I got 3 wires up. 2 near the bottom and 1 high up. I could probably bring down the one that's high up. But I'll decide later. It might be a little bit too high. Anyway, it's up. I'm not sure where it was last time. I have to check my old photos. Anyway, that's it. The short posts aren't really much taller than they were before I pulled them out and put them back in. They're about the same height, but I think they're a little bit higher. Just a little bit. That's what I'm going to think anyway. Okay, I got to go down the other end and get a view down there, but first I got to go on the outside and see what it looks like. That's what it looks like from the outside. I think I got them pretty straight. Now I'm on the inside of the post. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. Looks good from this side too. That insulator is a little bit high. I can put that one down. I don't have it turned on. It's not turned on. I got to get through all the other fence done first before I can turn anything on. Yeah, that insulator there. There's another one down there a little bit high on the second wire. And I got that corner here cleaned up and post straightened up too. That's why it took me a little longer today. Like I said, it's almost 5:30. Yeah, I'm hot. But it's starting to cool off now. So I got that insulator and that insulator to lower. I'll have to take a look at some old photos before the flood to see how high that the tall T-posts were, how high the fence was up there. I also did something else on this end. Before I get to that, I'm going to show you how straight my fence is. Looking good. What's the other side look like? I want to fall off the bridge. Yeah, this side looks good too. Okay, now this hook, gag hook, used to be on the other end. Used to be down there. So I replaced it. I got a regular insulator down there that's always going to be connected. And then down here I got it where, I still have it where it disconnects there in the middle in case when the flood comes through. that's not going to change. But I wanted the gate hook over here, because right now it's hooked up in the area. If I were to turn, if this fence is on, that fence is on, and I want to turn this one off, which I usually do sometimes, I want to turn that, because that fence only goes down and over, and that's it. So if I don't want to have that on, if the cattle aren't in there, I can just unhook it and leave it there, because that's like a dummy. There's just some place to hook it. My hot wire would be up here. See, all I can do is hook at that, now it's hot. See, all I can do is switch it real easy. That's hot. And that's not. Anyway, that's my little change there. This top wire is going to make this hot here. Just it's higher, it's out of the flood zone, sort of. But that wire there, that's a dummy wire. I'm not going to have that electrified. Never had it before, so just going to leave it alone. Okay. Looking good. Okay. Gotta go home now. Oh, good thing I came down here. I got my gloves. Okay, tomorrow I'll be working on this side. This side's more or less done. It never got damaged. But I gotta retrieve my barbed wire that's way out there, and a T-post that's way out there somewhere. And then I got to, let me landscape it. Yeah, I gotta bring the bottom barbed wire, it's stretched out over there at the end by that T-post way out there. Pull that back in, and I got a couple on the truck if I need it, but I got one here with the jug on it. I think that used to be over here. Yeah. I think I had 5 of this tall post here, but I think 4 is enough. So I'm going to use that. That post is the same height as these, so I'm going to use it over here if I need to. Okay, but I got 2 on the truck, and I got that one out there and this one here on the ground. So that should be enough. Then I'll have to stretch some more wire. That's about it over here. So this side should be easier. So to end this, I finished this side today, and I did a little work on that post down there today too. And I'm going to work on this fence tomorrow, and that should be done tomorrow. And if I have time, I got a fence on the side of the gate. On each side of the gate, I got to work on that. It's not that necessary, but I want it done. Well, it's 90 degrees at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, July 24. And I'm done working on the fence. For today, anyway. I'll be back working on it again tomorrow. Catch you on the next one. Bye.